veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
Yes, good people, big up to all of you, and welcome once again to another edition of the Blue Morning Show. I do hope you're all doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I wholeheartedly offer whatever suits your time zone. Today, we're here to react to the manager's selection for our game in the London Stadium against West Ham United. A very, very tricky, tough opponent. Hopefully we'll get a win today. But please, before we continue, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. And if you're following the show for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the comment section, we appreciate you. But do us a favor, take a second, drop a like on the stream for us. That will help us garner more likes and in turn force the YouTube algorithm to push us into more people who'll be interested in what we're doing here. But that's fine. I'm going to say hello to all of you quickly. Let me know whether you're looking forward to this game before we start looking at the lineup. I'm quite sure you've all seen the lineup. A lot of people on here already. Namaya, greetings to you. Nice to see you. And John Hines, nice to see you. Chelsea will beat West Ham, he says. Okay, I hope to see that happen. Please, people, keep hitting the like button. 15 likes, we should be a lot higher. The numbers should be a lot higher than that. Okay, yeah, I think he's seen that. Hi to you too, Wycliffe Barish. I told you Jackson will start based on what I heard from Maresca's press conference. You played it down. Maresca said Jackson is his main striker. He didn't use that specifically. He said that because Jackson has been starting or something to that effect doesn't mean Nkunku doesn't get to play there. Mark Gui. Yeah, it could have gone either way, but we're still learning about the manager. That's a huge lesson. But that doesn't mean if Jackson keeps if he keeps a fluff in the chances created that he's going to remain the number one. I don't think so. Big up to you too, to be good. Nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. I want to get to the very bottom as soon as possible. Yeah, I do like the lineup, and I'm not gonna say I have problems with it just because it doesn't 100% align with my preferences or preference maybe preferred lineup. I think it's fine. The only difference is that Jackson starting over in Nkunku, which isn't bad either. Hopefully he takes if the chances get to him, he puts them away. More likes, people, more likes. Let's get the likes up, people. Please like the video. If you have not, 15 likes, we should be doing a lot better than that. Okay, thank you. I didn't know he. Okay, John is telling. Okay, I thought it was the other way around. Sorry about that. If Jackson, okay, the Gefa owners and Kunku should be the striker. Okay, thank you for saying that. Tabeho, he's shared the link to his YouTube channel. Go check it out. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible, which will in turn motivate him to produce a lot more content. We are at 23,000 subscribers, but no cushion there. It could still drop to 29,000 plus, but we're there already. I think it won't take much for us to get back there, even if the numbers drop. But these things happen. People, go on and check out Tabeho's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And Vic is here. Nice to see you. You're starting a fight already, right? But that's right. Anyway, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I'm going to be switching to the presentation window soon. What link is that? A link from X. Okay, don't worry about it. I don't think we see it. More likes, people. More likes. The setup is the best at the moment, and we can win. Yeah, I think it's a very strong lineup. And as I said before, I'm not just going to because of the lineup not aligning 100% with my preferred lineup. That it's a bad lineup. It's a good lineup as long as Jackson takes his chances and not fluff them. then we're good, in my opinion. Yep, NS Sports, nice to see you. Did I skip your comment here? Apologies, brother. I do hope you're doing well, and nice to see you once again. Hopefully your absence is just down to the fact that you've been busy and not that anything bad has happened on your end. So not a bad lineup. I'm going to switch it to the presentation window here. Okay, let's go. Give me 1 second here. I think we're better off going with this one here. This one would be the better, yeah, the better option there. That's what I'm looking for. For Chelsea, between the sticks of Robert Sanchez, yeah, we knew that was going to happen. He's been in excellent form. Um, yeah, I think this is correct. So I need to correct mine too. We knew this will most likely. No, this is not correct right now. The placement of the players, for me, isn't correct. I don't see a world where Maresca starts Tosin in the right back position. But the back four, the same. Again, four people we're seeing there will be on the pitch, but the placement is wrong. 266 Enzo Fernandez and Moses Caicedo, of course, the captain Enzo Fernandez, Copa Matana, right wing, Nani Madueke, left wing, Jadon Sancho. We knew he was going to start. Number 9, Nicholas Jackson. And had the manager decided to go with Christopher Nkunku, I wouldn't have complained either. In fact, if I were the manager, I started Nkunku over Nicholas Jackson. But hopefully Jackson does well today. He does everything very well except do what matters the most, which is score goals or put away chances. Efficiently and consistently, he hasn't done that. So let's see. Apologies for that. I was just reading the lineup to you, and you weren't seeing my screen. You were just looking at me. So I'm going to switch this like this. So I'll go through it again for Chelsea. Between the sticks of Robert Sanchez, two centre backs, um, Colwell and Tosin Adarabioyo, right back Fafana, left back Mark Cucurella, 2 6 Enzo Fernandez, and Moses Caicedo with Fernandez, most definitely with the independence to be wherever he deems fit. 10 Cole Palmer, right wing Nani Madueke, left wing Jadon Sancho, 9 Nicholas Jackson. And on the bench, we have Philip Jorgensen, Axel, the Sissi Banwa, but the Sheila, of which the Sissi, I'm very happy he's not on the pitch today. Something isn't quite right with his head. I don't know. Christopher Nkunku, Keenan, Dewsbury Hall, Renato Viega, João Felix, Mihailo Mudrik, Pedro Neto, and 1, 2, 3, 4 out injured. Malo Gusto, he will return early October. Rhys James, late October. Sounds familiar. Romeo Lavia, so probably practically not in a rush for him to start playing matches right now. So that's a good idea. Omari Kellyman, hamstring injury, proper Chelsea. He hasn't even kicked the ball for once for Chelsea Football Club. But that's by the way, people keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. For me, not a bad lineup. But I think the placement here is wrong. Let me just switch it quickly. 4-2-3-1. I think that will fix this. There you go. Tosin should be central, right centre back, left centre back, Colwell, right back, Wesley Fofana. He's suitable. One of the centre back, you can say the players we have is the most capable of fulfilling that role effectively. Yeah, we've seen that something isn't quite right with Axel the Sissi, so I wouldn't risk it. So this guy, for me, yeah, the correct guy to play there. But let's see what happens here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. But if Tosin stays there, then maybe the plan is just for him to invert because Tosin, for me, he has the attributes to fulfill the number 6 role effectively. And I'm quite sure if he's playing under Pep Guardiola, he probably deploy him as a 6 in one of the games, just like he does with John Stones and the others. But despite the way, what else do we have here? NS Sports TV. Okay, thank you so much for connecting there to their respective YouTube channels. I appreciate that, John. Do we need to sack Enzo Maresca? No. Sack him for what? How many games? If anything, we're making good progress. Actually, we're making good progress, and the good thing, one thing I like about him, he's not as stubborn as our previous manager. Um, I don't want to be specific with the names. Heston. Um, I just want to be again as objective as possible, without name calling or maybe mentioning people's name. The truth remains, I think. one thing I like the most about Enzo Maresca is his flexibility. Yeah, I get it. The basics of his approach is for us to dominate games whenever we can, but he changes quite a lot. He's very dynamic. His approach is dynamic. It's not bent on using playing in a particular manner without switching teams off if it means we win games. And I like that about him. So we don't need that. That's actually we don't need to do that. At least at the moment, I'd say no. Let's see what else we have here. Any updates on Victor Osimhen? Nothing. I haven't heard anything. I'm not sure what's going to happen. And actually, I would, for me, I don't know if you heard me say that. I think he's a good player, but if with Enzo Maresca as our manager, um, as our manager, I don't think it'd be the right fit for us. That's just my opinion, anyway. But I could be wrong. Chances are the manager uh, would like us to sign him and make necessary adjustments to accommodate him to ensure he does well as a Chelsea player. But that's just my opinion anyway. There are other players who are more equipped to, more suitable to Enzo Maresca's approach than Victor Osimhen. If Mourinho was our manager, I'd say get him. And probably he'd turn him into one of the best strikers in world football. I know he's there, but he has to, you could say, get to the top, remain at the top consistently to be considered world class, in my opinion. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along with. Let's hear your thoughts on the lineup. I think I think everything else we predicted correctly, except I think we went too short. There are people like who was standing in the chat that said yesterday that Enzo Maresca will still start Nicholas Jackson, and lo and behold, that's exactly what's happening. But if I were the manager, I'd start Nkunku over Nicholas Jackson. I think what drove our judgment during that line of prediction exercise was the manager's comment, where he said something to the effect of, "We were creating chances against Bournemouth, but we didn't have a quality in the box." That led to him making the decision to bring out Nicholas Jackson. For me, I think maybe it's just him sending a message to Nicholas Jackson. You have to start putting those chances away. Otherwise, yeah, we're gonna someone else will start and you will taste the bench, if that makes sense, because yeah, we cannot be going through the process of playing well during games, creating a lot of chances, and at the end of every game we'll hear people complaining how had Nicholas Jackson been clinical, that will, yeah, the outcome could have been different. So I don't think he's gonna let it go like that for long. I think he will make necessary changes. To be more specific, I think if Nicholas Jackson don't start putting the chances away, he's going to drop to the bench. It's as simple as that. His job, the manager's job, is at stake if he keeps risking playing Nicholas Jackson week in week out, even when he's shown that he cannot perform. You can say put away a majority of or you can say at least half of the chances that come his way. But that's my opinion anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Yeah, funny question indeed. 324. That again, at least not at the moment. But that's, by the way, we have Tobejo in the house. Tobejo, what do you make of the lineup? We nailed it, except for Nicholas Jackson starting over Christopher Nkunku. But let's hear your thoughts. Are you there, Tobejo? I'm waiting for you.
Big up. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, big up, bro. To be
Yeah.
honest, I'm happy with the lineup. As much as I wanted Nkunku to start, I understand that sometimes you need to give Nicholas Jackson another chance. Let's see what will happen. If it doesn't perform, that means he's under threat. Nkunku is knocking on his door. So I'm happy about it, especially with the defense, because we didn't want Disasi to start. So Disasi is not starting. We are all happy.
I'm gonna say Nkunku isn't actually knocking at the door. Nkunku has broken down the door. He's inside the house. If you get my point. The only thing is that probably the manager, maybe he wants a more physical player on the pitch. Maybe. Mm, Nkunku, for me, if again, if as I've said before, uh, if it were up to me, I'd start Nkunku over Nicholas Jackson. But hopefully Jackson would take the chances that come his way. Let's see what happens. I agree. We shouldn't. Nobody. I think the argument was never that Jackson is a bad player. He does everything else well. Makes intelligent runs and behind the opposition back line. The chances get to him. I think, as I said on X, if Jackson can improve, at least if he can learn to shoot instinctively, that alone, that alone will lead to an increase in his goals tally significantly. Because in most cases, his biggest issue, it looks like he almost always wants to take a first touch before doing anything with the ball, and that's an issue. He doesn't shoot instinctively, and you need that from your number nine. Good day to you to Jump Out Entertainment. I do hope you're doing well. Nice to see you once again. If you're in the chat, let's hear your opinion on the lineup. Madrid is starting, not a bad thing. And if you remember, just 1 second, Madrid is starting. This manager knows ball. Yeah, but I mean, there are, you can say, legit reasons why starting him over Pedro Neto isn't a bad thing. The lineup is good enough for me, but wanted Nkunku to start. Jackson has got enough chances already, yeah. But in Europe, Nkunku start, but that won't be like that forever. If Jackson keeps fluffing the chances that come his way, he will eventually drop to the bench because the manager isn't here to please anybody but to win games. Nkunku is a better finisher against some tired legs, a 60th minute sub, no matter what. Okay, even if Jackson gets a two goals, okay, love Jackson to start and be physical. Sometimes the physicality can only get you to you say that far. You need somebody who has a very good, who has excellent close control, and Nkunku is that person. And remember that goal against Bournemouth. That's not the first time he scored that sort of goal for us. He did score in a similar, almost you could say similar fashion against was it, I think it was Liverpool. But that's by the way we see what happens. What was I gonna there's a question I was gonna ask you. I've lost it because I was responding to this comment in the chat section. Today we did talk about we did discuss the fact that uh, since joining Chelsea, Pedro Neto, he hasn't started a game and finished it. So probably because it's not quite there yet in terms of how the manager likes to approach the game. And I get it, he got an assist against his former club, but he struggled a bit. Would you say he struggled a bit, or would you say he just needs to acclimatize? I think technically that's saying the same thing, but let's say your opinion on Pedro Neto. I know he will get there, but I don't think it's quite there yet. You could argue that's probably the reason why he's on the bench.
Yeah, coach, I agree with you. We even said it yesterday that if for example, Petro Neto is not 100% ready, don't play him. And also don't play him on the left winger. It's not that effective. So we rather play Sancho, if not Mikhailo Mudrik. So I'm happy with this decision. So that means Petro Neto might get minutes on Tuesday to gain confidence also. So I'm happy with this decision.
Yeah, I agree. And those of you in the chat, we haven't heard anything from you with regards to the lineup. I think who's the only one person. Let's hear your opinion on the lineup and what changes would you like to see in the second half, irrespective of how the game is going. But that's by the way. Let's see what else we have here. Instinctive shooting doesn't come overnight. No, I think instinctive shooting. I'm not sure how to respond, but let me just say it's something if you don't have it, it's usually not easy to learn how to do it. It's something that when you start playing is something you can say naturally. If you start doing that naturally, then yeah, it becomes part of your so part of the attributes that define you as a player. But if you're 20 plus, you don't know how to shoot instinctively. I don't think it comes that easy. So I think we're saying the same thing. Yeah, instinctive shooting doesn't come overnight. Jackson is complicating the shoots too much. He's overthinking it. It's because of the pressure, not necessarily the pressure. You could argue maybe because he was never a number nine. He was He was he was a winger at one point, converted to a striker because Villarreal at the time they had issues. And maybe, and also we did sign them. We signed them as a striker. So I'm not saying it's pressure. It's a matter of him learning, improving, realizing that that's an issue again in his game, and works hard and starts working hard to address it, then yeah, he will come good. So apologies, I thought you were saying something different. I think we're saying the same thing. It doesn't come easy, but for it can you're better off having someone who from a very young age again develop that that you can say attribute of shooting instinctively and not almost always preferring having a first touch before shooting. I think that's actually not. You could argue maybe even though I get it, it's not something that comes um, easily like that. But if he makes it a priority, hire a personal training just like Nani Madueke did, and we've seen how we all can see how well he's improved. Maybe that will help him you can say address the issue sooner than later. But that's just my opinion anyway. And remember, that's not me saying Nicholas Jackson is a bad player. I've always said he's a good player, but it doesn't make sense that when one does everything correctly, and then when it gets to what matters the most, which is putting away chances that come your way, you fluff it a majority of the times. I think that's an issue. And I get it. He's extended his contract to 2079. It just doesn't matter if it doesn't come good in terms of putting away chances. Maybe the manager would just make him a winger. And I think he sent him a message indirectly by saying we were creating chances, but we didn't have quality in the box. He had to now take Jackson off and bring in Christopher Nkunku. Let's see, Kim So, nice to see you, big up, brother. I do hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join us. We need a win, but I'll take a draw. West Ham is a trap. I think the West Ham you fear. I'd have to say you fear the West Ham under David Moyes. I think this West Ham they play a high line. They take a lot risk than the West Ham of that I think you probably you fear that much given the all coming right there. I think it will be an open game. I think we will concede, and I think we'll get a win. We will if they score two, we'll score three. If they score one, we'll score two. So we'll win. We'll beat them by a goal. But let's see what happens. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's see. No Mudryk on the field for me. Mudryk needs an EPL loan. He's underperforming too consistently. I mean, that's a solid argument. I know there's a good player in there, but for some reason, it hasn't really clicked for him. But I think he's a sort of player also, I'd argue he needs to play consistently to start showing the level. You can say that to start showing how good he can be for us. But Kim, so nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join us. Excuse my typing. No problem. Chelsea Ultra, nice to see you once again, bro. I do hope you're doing well. Good morning to you too. Always nice to see you here. Mudryk needs to be sold. It's not going to be easy. It's one thing to talk about how you'd like him to be sold. I don't think the club would like to sell him and not get anything close to what they paid for him. Uh, that'd be a huge L, and I don't see Chelsea wanting to do that. This is saying that that's why he needs to come off the bench. He should be the one learning from Nkunku because Nkunku is more experienced and a better finisher. But the manager, he has the reason behind. He knows why he's chosen to start Nicholas Jackson over Christopher Nkunku. But I'd do otherwise if I were the manager. But that's just me anyway, and I'm not the manager. He's getting paid to do what he's doing. Hopefully, it works out. Maresca said in his presser that he had no doubt about Jackson's position as the team's primary. He didn't use the word primary, Wycliffe Barrows. I get your opinion, but he didn't say that Jackson is definitely the starting number 9. Maybe I missed it. Primary number 9. Despite Nkunku's impressive performance, Maresca emphasized that Nicholas Jackson is his first choice. Did he say use the two words first choice? Okay, you win. But here's the thing: you nailed it. You did tell us during the prediction show, live prediction show. that yeah, that Jackson will most definitely start over Christopher Nkunku, and that's the case. But let's hear you highline benefit or highland benefit or counteracting play. So I believe we will win. I think we will beat them. We have more quality up front, but they have they you can if they decide to be a little more physical than usual, I think that can unsettle us. That can unsettle us to a certain extent. But I don't fear that. Honestly, I think we will beat them today. I get it. I reckon at the London Stadium, it's nothing to write home about. But I think that changes under Enzo Maresca, and that's my opinion. Because yeah, those games were under a more pragmatic manager in what's his name, David Moyes, who at the time knew how to uh, play dirty, and whenever that happens, we did struggle against them, and in most cases lose a majority of the games we played away at their stadium. But that's by the way, let's hear your thoughts on the lineup. Would you have done anything differently if you were the manager? For me, just Nicholas Jackson. Again, chances are he gets a hat trick today. You never know, but I'd rather Nkunku start over him because he's a better finisher. And if then if West Ham United, if they pack the bus, then Nkunku he has excellent close control to make the most even the slightest of spaces he finds in the opposition box. But maybe we know they play with a high line under Julian, the former Real Madrid manager. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Jackson will have enough space to do well. At least that's what I believe will be the case. So let's hear uh, your opinion on the lineup, and would you have done anything differently if you were the manager? I want to hear that. All right, let's see what else we have here. We have Kim So saying talent is in Mudrik. Yep, that's for sure. Okay, you talking to Kim So there. Okay, he should read it. Let's see. Chelsea Hollick said we will cook these Frost Chef Maresca in the kitchen. Okay. Maybe I read that the wrong way. I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say there. It says again, I would switch Jackson from Kung. I would too if I were the manager, but unfortunately, let's help. Maybe it makes sense if the reasoning is the fact that he will have a lot of space to make to exploit. If that's the case, then that's fine because you could argue Nicholas Jackson's biggest problem is when the space is tight. He often opts for a first touch before trying to shoot. Let's see what else we have here. Remember some okay, some players bloom early, some late. Yeah, it's not the same for everybody. For instance, in the case of Keenan Driscoll Hall, I think he'll still come good. There's an excellent player in there. He just needs time, and he's been quite unlucky. He was nursing an injury before joining us, so he joined the preseason camp late. And the other day we heard that he was ill, which is why he wasn't even on the bench. Nice to see you, Brianni Yahayu. Lots of names. I haven't found the time to update your IDs. But that's by the way. Nice to see you, brother. I would swap Nani for Neto and Jackson from Kunka today. It just feels right to me. Here's the thing. Something I want to let you know here. I like Pedro Neto, but I think it makes sense that Nani starts over him today. Neto is an excellent player, but he isn't quite there yet. Maybe he's still not on the same wavelength with his length with his teammates. Maybe still learning the way the manager likes to approach the game, or the application of the manager's preferred approach to football. The two things I've said, you can say practically, technically the same thing, if that makes sense. He's saying, when can we use Nkunku as a striker? I don't know why that isn't happening. And if I were the manager and Kunku, he'd be on the pitch now rather than Nicholas Jackson. But that's just me anyway. I'm not sure why. Again, I'm not sure why Nicholas Jackson is starting over him in this game. I get it. The manager, given his comment, he sent him a message, but I think he needs to taste the bench, in my opinion. That will, if he's a good player, if he has strong mentality, drop into the bench would do no harm to him, rather than let him know, remind him, go take a good look at yourself in the mirror and improve. Just like we've seen the best of Robert Sanchez since the arrival of Philip Jorgensen. So yeah, so maybe the manager just needs to drop into the bench and not. Uh, Nkunku, I don't think will be happy because probably he knows probably he's a better finisher than Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson just more physical, or maybe quicker. Drogba wasn't really reorganized until he was 25. Listen, my argument isn't that we should sell Jackson. We have competition in the team for situations like this. When one player doesn't perform efficiently, in this case, putting away, I get it, he does everything as correctly, but he isn't efficient at putting away chances. Even when he doesn't do that consistently. So we don't have the luxury to wait for him. What you do when that happens is you drop that player to the bench. That's my argument, and start someone else. We don't have the luxury to give him all the time in the world, but we have the luxury to drop into the bench and bring on someone else and start someone else who can help us win games. The most important thing is results. But here's the thing: I'm gonna go back to saying my theory of why I think he's starting this game, because there will be spaces for him to exploit. Because West Ham United under Julian Lopetegu, I'm not I'm butchering his last name, of course. They play a high line, so maybe there'll be spaces. If they do the same thing today, there will be spaces there for him to exploit and do better. I think his biggest is Nicholas Jackson's biggest problem is operating in tight spaces. He's a good dribbler too, but inside the box, you don't need your number 9 to dribble all the time. Even wingers, when they're inside the box, you don't need them to try or almost always try to facilitate the first touch before shooting. You shoot instinctively when you're inside the box. Even Cole Palmer does that. Christopher Nkunku does that. João Felix does that. But Nicholas Jackson, all the time, he goes for unnecessary first touches, and I don't think that's okay. So he needs to change that. If you have alternatives, why waste time on a player that has proven that, again, at the moment, I believe he can improve. They're not efficient in front of goal, even when they don't do that consistently. I think the manager's job is at stake, not me. Maresca's exact words were, for me, in this moment, Nicholas Jackson is our striker. Fine. But that doesn't mean he starts week in, week out. Yeah, I that's just my opinion anyway. I don't have any doubts, but this can obviously change in the future if Nicholas Jackson doesn't keep. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't mean he owns it. That doesn't mean that position is his for keeps. He has to prove, okay, you've trusted me to be the number 1, that I can score, I can be efficient in front of goal, and I can do that consistently. Otherwise, he drops at the bench. If you get my point, you're correct. So if those were his exact words, and you were correct, but that doesn't mean he's saying, irrespective of how badly he plays, that he gets to start over Christopher Nkunku. I think if I remember, there's a part where he says something to the effect of, just that doesn't mean that others don't get to play, something to that effect. He even added Mark Gui to that number, if that makes sense. Just like Ronaldo, right? Yeah, possibly. Yeah. I have no problem with the lineup, because currently, it is a strong lineup. And as I've said, and as I did say during the start of the show, when the show started, I'm not gonna, because the show isn't 100% aligned with my preferred lineup, say it's a bad line. It is a good lineup. Hopefully, Jackson will put away chances that come his way, and nobody would complain that Nkunku didn't start. But
Nobody
it
will
only,
complain that coach.
yeah, go ahead.
What is your score prediction?
I said we're gonna beat them. I think I said 3-2. Yeah. So anything else you want to say so that we
Yeah.
can
So
call
anything else you want to
it a
say
day?
so that we can
We have 4
call
minutes
it a day,
before the game
actually?
starts.
We have 4 minutes before. Yeah, I hope we win today because it's a very important game. It's a derby, and we have been beaten away for a while now. So hopefully today we stamp the authority that we are here to win. So my prediction will be 3-1. Hopefully we beat Lineker. That's the main thing. Hopefully. And big up, bro. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate that. All right, people, we've come to the end of the show. I appreciate you all finding the time to join us this particular morning. 30 likes, that's not easy because we have a stream consistently that will improve over time. Thank you. See you guys next time. God bless us all and cheers.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make.